So this is how you deal with those days where it just doesn't feel right. You don't want to do the thing that you're supposed to do. It feels heavy, burdensome, like you have to force yourself. You know, maybe you just don't want to work out today, or maybe you don't feel like eating healthy or practicing the guitar, or maybe you're just kind of tired and you want to stay in bed. Well, the secret that a lot of successful people use to achieve their extraordinary result is that they do what they're supposed to do no matter how they feel. But see, here's the thing. Many people think that what that looks like is something along the lines of you wake up, you feel like trash, and you try to force yourself to do the thing, and you hate every moment of it, and it's not enjoyable at all, but you force yourself through it because it's the right thing to do, and then at the end you're like, oh, finally, you know, I can, relax, right? But that's not usually how successful people get through those days. The most common way, and what I see myself doing and the people that I work with that are doing extremely well for themselves and helping others also, it's usually more like, okay, maybe I don't really quite feel like it right now, but I'm gonna get into it anyway. I'm gonna start doing it. And then as you sort of get into the rhythm, say for me, if I didn't feel like recording a video, if I just pressed record and started doing it, I'd probably get into it because I love doing it. See, you picked what you picked for a reason. Whatever it is that you're trying to get good at, whatever is important to you, whether that's improving your health or trying to master the next step in your career, you chose it. You decided that this is what you want. And so when you follow through, there's a certain feeling that kicks in the middle of that process. And it's like maybe a sense of pride for some, and for others, it's like a deeper level of fulfillment. Like, hey, I'm following the right path. I'm doing what I'm supposed to do, even when it wasn't perfect, even when I didn't quite feel like it. So see, it might have been a disadvantage starting off the day feeling bad, but eventually it turns into a huge upside because you get that contrast and now you're enjoying yourself. In that moment where you don't feel like it, don't let your mind trick you. Don't let yourself talk yourself out of what you want to do. You know you want it because you chose it. You made the decision, you made the commitment when you were in a good state of mind. And see, what usually happens is maybe you sleep and maybe you had a bad day. Maybe you wake up kind of tired, didn't have enough hours of sleep, and you're just kind of carrying this heavy feeling. And what that will do is it'll put you in the lower state, and that lower state, you will make worse decisions. And if you make a decision along the lines of not following through on your routine or your goals and your habits, you will mess yourself up and get into an even lower state. So avoid this. The biggest reason is because it kills your momentum, and if you end your streak or your consistency or your habit building, then it's going to be very difficult to recover and start again. See, it's much harder to restart a meditation streak than it is to do it for the 218th day in a row. It's way easier to do the 218th day in a row than it is to start from zero again. Because starting from zero requires that commitment again. It requires for you to be in the right mindset, which is very difficult for a lot of people. So you have to do all this work and effort just to get the car going, so to speak. You don't want to, shut it down. Once you're already rolling, keep the momentum going. Don't let your brain trick you. Don't let those little mind games start to happen where, oh, well, maybe I'll just skip this one day. Yeah, well, 1 turns into 2, turns into 3, and now you got to start all over again. You've got to catch this early, and you've got to kill it. Kill that thought of, oh, I don't need to do it today, or I'm just going to take a break, or you know what? I've been working really hard. I deserve some rest. And this is how we rationalize it. We have so many thoughts and so many tricks, these slippery ways of getting ourselves out of our commitment. But if you follow through, you will feel incredible. Not right away. Initially, it might feel a little forced and you might feel a little down and it might feel pretty heavy and burdensome. But a couple of minutes into it, start getting the momentum going, and all of a sudden you're like, you know what? Why was I dreading this? I love doing this. Why was I not feeling it? I don't know what was going on with me earlier, because your state starts to go up because you're following through and your mood improves. And now you're looking at it going, I don't know what I was thinking earlier. It's like you're a totally different person because your energy has shifted. Your frame of mind is completely different. And now you feel incredible. You have that momentum back. Now it's not so difficult usually the next day or the next time you're trying to do that same activity. So it becomes easier and easier, and the more momentum you have, the easier it gets. If you're in week 1 of trying to be consistent, it's a lot harder to get over this than if you're on day 416. It's a lot easier. It's a lot easier the longer you've been consistent for. So remember that as you're going through your process, whatever it is that you're trying to achieve. Remember that even if you don't feel like it, chances are you will start to feel like it once you get going. But give yourself the chance. If you don't feel like working out, go to the gym anyway. Just show up, just go over there. And chances are once you're over there, you'll be like, might as well, I'm already here, and you'll work out. And it works. It's effective. This is a real strategy that high-level people use. It sounds really simple. It almost sounds a bit silly, but you have to get past these days because they'll make the difference between you achieving your goal and not achieving your goal. So you can't let these bumps in the road derail you from reaching your final goal. I hope that you enjoyed the video. Make sure that you subscribe and turn on your notification bell so that you don't miss a single upload. And if you'd like to experience a real breakthrough and some massive progress in your life, sign up for coaching. It's in the bottom left of your screen right now. If you click on that, you'll go to my website and you can book a free consultation to get us started.